In premium spirits, it's a very different market than what we heard in the conference about Palinka. In premium spirits, it's all about your brand and your brand loyalty and creating new brand users. And that must be done in cooperation with the trade, both in on-trade and off-trade. Off-trade being, let's say, Metro, who spoke today, and Tesco and the different companies. We need them to work with us on pricing position, on promotional strategy, on second displays during seasonal, on leaflet promotions, and to follow up on the type of advertising that we do, because the premium brands spend quite a lot of money, even during bad economic crisis, to build brand awareness, to build new images of brands. So if we take Martini, for example, Hungarians have been drinking Martini since the 1980s. And Martini was the first Western drink coming into Hungary back then. And people drank it in a very unusual way for the world. They drank it straight, with no ice, out of a glass, so you'll remember. And it was great because if you got a bottle of Martini, that was something very special. Today, Martini is mostly used in long drinks. So you're going to talk about with vodka or with gin and different cocktails. And we have a TV commercial running these days, about twice a year, that's called Luck is an Attitude. So Martini is being recreated into Martini Royale, which tomorrow night at the gala, the welcome drink will be Martini Royale. But to do that, it costs quite a lot of money. Therefore, of course, premium spirits come with premium price. Therefore, we need very much the support of the trade to implement that price strategy and also give us a position on shelf that is premium. Due to the fact that there's so many private label or low-cost competitive products, Torle, Angeli, Garone in this category of Martini absolutely put us in a position that we are maybe 2 times, 3 times, or even 5 times more expensive with our sparkling wine or our vermouth. And therefore we need a lot of their support. And on the on-trade side, what we do is we create promotions on the on-trade to create the drinker. Once they drink, they look for the product and they want the same product that they're drinking at their bar or restaurant to buy to bring home and mix their drinks. Young people go to places that they want to be entertained. They want to meet their friends, they want to have fun, they want to be around people who are like them. So there are different types of groups. There's university groups who basically have very little money, obviously, and they're going to want to drink many times prior to entering the establishment. So you'll see them outside of different bars and restaurants at the ELTE University or different places, and they have bottles or they're drinking different products. So we try to set up promotions for them that they're going to have an inexpensive way of testing our products. And our products have to be part of the party. So we have university programs, of course for 18 and older, that create party atmospheres. So do you want to be the person, a guy or a girl at the university who becomes the president of the Bacardi Club? What comes with the presidency of the Bacardi Club is Bacardi parties that we help them with the alcohol, maybe the location they're going to be in. Maybe we send hostesses and bartenders or flair bartenders throwing bottles up, even blowing fire, and they can host their own Bacardi party. It's one segment. You build a new drinker. Then you go to the different establishments. We could talk about Budapest just for the example. You'll have Romkert or different establishments inside or outside around Budapest that are very popular. Some of these places get 5,000 to 10,000 people an evening coming into their establishment. We set up, in fact, jointly with companies like Coca-Cola, we have a marketing agreement, what we call Fusion Night. Fusion Night is a portable bar. Doesn't look like a portable bar, it's tremendous, with 8 LCD screens and place for girls to dance on top of it, and we sell Bacardi and Coke. At the same time, we promote Coca-Cola and Bacardi together. Fortunately, in Hungary, Bacardi has gotten so large and market leader that people call rum Bacardi, even if they're not drinking Bacardi. What we need to do is give them the ability at a very inexpensive price during the promotion to drink these drinks. The girls, and sometimes hostess guys, bring atmosphere. They run out, they grab people, they dance with people, they drink with people. We let them interact, and you create a party atmosphere. But then you go to the next level, the more mature drinker, let's say 25 years to 35 years old. Not yet my age, we'll get there in a second, but these people already have chosen some drink in their life, and they like it. So maybe they're a vodka drinker or a rum drinker or a vermouth. How do we get them to try our drink, maybe within the category they like and change to our brand, or more importantly, to drink something that they didn't drink before? Much more difficult. So you have to do types of promotions that are very elegant, maybe a little more subtle. So someone will walk up, the waiter, to a table and say to you, there is a card here, would you read it? And the card says, I think you're cute. And then you would ask, well, where did I get this from? And the waiter would say, a gentleman anonymously in the bar has sent it over to you with a shot of Patron. And then you'll say, okay, and one for your friend as well. And you could drink that shot of Patron. And then you have a choice of replying to that person with another card and a shot back, or sending it to someone else in the bar. And it ends up being a socialization between people sitting around in a nice bar, 25, 35, maybe even 40 years old, and enjoying time, but they're testing our drink and they don't know they may be becoming a Patron drinker. We implement the innovations of the companies. Now, of course, Bacardi Martini, being the third largest spirit producer in the world and the largest privately owned spirit producer in the world, is very innovative. So now we've launched Oak Heart recently, which is spiced rum. The competition is Captain Morgan, done by Frank, who you'll interview in a minute, and it is something that is extremely exciting for us because we've also made an agreement also with Coca-Cola to do Oak and Coke, which just sounds for me wonderful. But innovation comes from the manufacturer. We innovate the marketing side. So we come up with custom-made promotions for Hungary that other people maybe are frightened to do. People stay, especially multinational companies, with very traditional ways of marketing. Why? Is because approval for those marketing happens somewhere else, globally. And they also want to unify a global perspective of marketing, that the same type of marketing that's happening in London is happening in Budapest. I'm fully against this. I believe Hungary is made up of people who have a different attitude than other places in Western or Eastern Europe or around the world. Therefore, let's customize promotions for Hungarians. Hungarian 18-year-olds, Hungarian 25-year-olds, Hungarian 35-year-olds, and so on and so forth. So we have a lot of fun with it. We sit around, we brainstorm, we come up with promotions, and we just then go out and do them. Some of them work horribly, and some of them work unbelievable. And so tomorrow night you'll see the Loca Chicas dance, throw bottles up in the air, and blow fire, and we change that promotion every 3 or 4 months. And they have a Palinka show, even though we don't sell Palinka. We have a folk show, we have a hip-hop show, we have a street show, we have a traditional Hungarian heritage show. We have many different things that are all about interaction. But then the show doesn't stop. Our hostesses and hosts become the bartenders, and they work in one establishment the whole night, which almost every alcohol company is fully against. They go in, they do a short Jägermeister promotion, if you will, that everyone's seen. And then the hostesses or hosts who do that Jägermeister promotion are there for maybe half an hour and then go to the next bar and to the next bar and to the next bar. Well, it's very nice. People joined a contest, they did a shot of Jägermeister, and these people left. We want to make an evening, an event out of our promotions, and I think that differentiates us from the competition.